This is the Dodgers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
All right. Well, what looked like a comfortable cruise ended up being a nail biter in the end. Welcome to the Locked On Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. I am Pete Fox, covering sports in LA, dating back to 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio. Today's episode of the Dodgers Postcast brought to you by 5 Hour Energy Transfusion. Go to 5hourenergy.com today and use the code LOCKEDONGolf to receive 20% off your order. Only valid through September 30th. Order transfusion flavored 5 Hour Energy shots today. 3-0 the final shutout win. No thanks to Blake Trinen, who came in the ninth and was a bit of a gas can, although he didn't give up any runs ultimately. Dave Roberts made the right call to pull him with Yandy Diaz coming up to the plate and bring in Ben KASPARIUS. Caspi gets the job done. That had to be a gut check for him, to be sure. But he gets Yandy to ground out to short. Mookie fires it across to Freddie to confirm the win and get the Dodgers a series win, a road trip in the positive sense that they won 5 of 9. So they finished the road trip with a winning tally, and they finished this series with a victory, a shutout victory, and take 2 of 3 from the Rays in Tampa. Yamamoto looked good, so that was a positive as well. And I think the thing we take away from this game,
this is what you'll be talking about.
Freddy Freeman is still red hot. So that's really, really good news. And hopefully some of the other Dodgers can take a cue from his approaches at the plate, from what he's been doing at bat. Shohei Ohtani, also a nice day. 2 for 3 today, had a double late in the game. I think the first one was a single earlier, but hit the ball hard, got on with some walks. 2 walks today, one of them intentional, only struck out 1 time. So that's good because he's been flailing and striking out a lot. We've been talking a fair amount about that here on the postcast, that he just hasn't really looked comfortable in the box. His approaches have been off and haphazard and didn't seem, precisely accurately put together. He just kind of was up there just hacking. And I know he does that a lot, but today he just had better approaches in the box, better at-bats across the board. Mookie Betts still trying to find it. Hit the ball hard yesterday. Didn't strike out at all today. 0 for 3 in the end. Had an RBI on a sac fly. So there's some positivity there, but still really trying to find his way. As I said, Freddy Freeman 3 for 5, nearly a 4 for 5 day, as a home run was robbed from him late by Jake Mangum. The ball was over the fence and Mangum climbed the fence to bring it back in. So Freddie, fantastic lately, just on fire. Here's what the numbers look like. 272 over the last 111. What the heck is that? 11 games. Yeah, not 111 games. Typo there. 272 over his last 11 games with 10 RBI and 2 home runs. So he's been pretty locked in and hitting the ball hard. I don't even think that 272 is right. That's something wrong. I think it's 372, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's just been completely scorching the ball and really accounted for the majority of the runs in this series because the Dodgers didn't do a whole lot offensively. Of course, they had 5 on Friday night in the shutout, and then they were shut out for 18 consecutive innings prior to the 6th inning here, when Freddie led off with a single. Then Conforto had a walk. Pajes ripped one to left to score Freddie the first run for them since Freddie's homer in the 5th on Friday. That was a tally of 18 consecutive innings without a run for them. So they have definitely not been on fire at the plate.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Once again, it has to be Freddie Freeman. You guys thought yesterday that I was incorrect in naming Freddie the player of the game. You thought it should be Snell, who pitched yesterday. I think it seems so long ago at this point now. But anyway, yeah, Freddie with 3 hits, including getting on base to start that rally, nearly hitting a home run. You could give honorable mention to Yamamoto, who was fantastic as well. But Freddie Freeman was the guy today providing the offense. And, let's do this.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
The game-winning RBI from Andy Pages, who got a pitch that he liked and took care of business, driving in the game-winning run. One would be all the Dodgers would ultimately need. Although in the 9th inning, Ben KASPARIUS had to come in and rescue Blake Trinen, who what did he do? He walked 2, struck out 2, gave up a base hit to Mangum, and the bases were loaded. So here you go, Ben KASPARIUS. Have fun with that. And coming up to plate is the hottest hitter for the Rays in Yandy Diaz, who homered twice on Friday. Or maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So God, it seems so long ago. But yeah, nice win all in all. I think we come away feeling pretty positive about the way things went on this series, winning 5, or this road trip, winning 5 of 9. 2 shutouts in the series. But as some of you guys have said in the comments early on, the Dodgers offense needs to pick things up. What we've seen for them lately is kind of good enough, but not what you're looking for, heading towards the end of the season when you've got a hot Padres team on your butt. Offense needs to get it in gear. Our pitching is coming around, but bats need to produce. That's from Roy. Good point. I agree. Somebody yesterday, I missed it, during the show. I caught the comment afterwards. Somebody said he felt like the Dodgers missed the boat by not acquiring a big bat at the trade deadline. And look, it's always nice to acquire more offense, but I don't think the Dodgers need it based on what these guys are capable of. Just because some of these guys are struggling right now and in a bit of a slump doesn't mean you go and trade for bats. I don't think the Dodgers need bats. They've got 3 former MVPs at the top of their lineup, and at any given time, all of those guys can be hot. I feel like I've said this about Freddie. I feel like the same holds true for both Mookie and Shohei. When the time is right, when the situation is a higher leverage situation, they'll get it going. And if they don't, then the Dodgers don't deserve to win. But you can't just start making willy-nilly deals trading for bats when you've got this lineup. Will Smith is the top offensive bat in the National League with a 324 average and a just under 1,000 OPS. So he's red hot. Conforto's been hot. Pages has been hot. Pages 1 for 3 today. Again, the game-winning RBI. Tommy Edman, unfortunately, had a hit today, rounding first base, rolled his ankle and left immediately. So let's hope that that's not any sort of long-term issue, although he has been dealing with a sprained ankle for off and on the last 2 years. But Jessica brought up an interesting point during the game that I wasn't aware of, and I don't know how true it is, but she says, if you're somebody that has sprained your ankle numerous times, that it heals faster because the ligaments are used to being stretched and then healing themselves. Okay, Dr. Jess, that's interesting to me. An aggravating injury generally takes longer to heal, not quicker. But anyway, I'm not going to argue. I mean, maybe it's true. I didn't go to doctor.com or whatever that website is that explains injuries to you. So let's hope he's not out too long. Max Muncy's right around the corner. He should be back sooner before later. Dodgers, a 3-0 win today. Shaky, scary 9th inning. All I could see on top of my head, because I had already gotten all the graphics ready and the title of the show, Happy Plane Home for LA as they win this series. I'm like, I jinxed them. I could just see Yandy Diaz poking that little 310-foot home run to right field and the Dodgers losing the game with a walk-off. So I was trying to just blank that out of my mind and say, All right, Kasparius, don't give him anything up and away to hit to right field. Keep it down and in. And the first couple of pitches from Kasparius were up and away. One of them called the ball, one of them called the strike. The umpire was a little shaky there at the end because he missed one of Kasparius's strikes. He missed some for Blake Trinen. So he also gave Trinen a couple as well. So I guess it all kind of works out in the end. But 3-0 the final today as the Dodgers win the game and the series. I am Pete Fox. It's the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. Don't forget to check out the daily Dodgers podcast for you everydayers. Of course, Locked On is the home for your team every day, and Travis Rogers is the new Locked On Dodgers daily podcast host. So make sure you check him out Monday through Friday right here on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. Today's episode of the Locked On Dodgers postcast brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Time to fuel up and turn it up with 5 Hour Energy Transfusion. It brings the bold grape, ginger, lime flavor of your favorite golf drink minus the alcohol into a quick, energizing shot. Whether you're sinking birdies or just making memories with friends, this one's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Let's be honest, some days on the course or off it, you just need a little extra boost to stay sharp and energized. And 5 Hour Energy can help you do that. If you're having a good round and you're trying to break 90 or 80 or whatever it is, and you're starting to run out of energy on those final few holes, and you know what happens when you do that? You stop focusing on really all aspects of the game. You get to the tee, you don't line up properly, you get to the ball in the fairway or in the rough and you don't pick the right club and you come up short of the green, and then you're chipping and you run it past and then you 3-putt, and before you know it, it's a double. So focus is important in golf. I don't think a lot of people understand that. Really having a good approach and good focus to your game is crucial to being successful. It also makes the game more fun. Of course, you can have fun without playing, well. It can still be a good time out there. But when you're shooting low for whatever your average is, it always makes it a little bit more fun. So if you go to 5hourenergy.com today, that's the number 5hourenergy.com. You could use the promo code LOCKEDONGOLF to receive 20% off your order. This offer is only valid through September 30th on one order and cannot be used with other promotions. The code is not good with other subscriptions. When you're meeting up with friends or trying to turn 18 to 36, get the energizing boost you need to power through. Order transfusion flavored 5 Hour Energy shots today. Today's episode also brought to you by FanDuel. Summer sports are in full swing, whether you're all about baseball under the lights, golf on the green, or high stakes soccer action. FanDuel is the best way to make every game more exciting. You're already following the action. Why not make it a little bit more thrilling and use that knowledge you have with FanDuel? You can get in on the game while your friends are getting sunburned at the beach. New to FanDuel? Well, new customers get a bonus. You can get $150 in bonus bets on just a $5 bet if that first $5 bet is a winner. Open FanDuel today. Use the app or visit FanDuel.com to get started. Dodgers win the series and the game today, 3-0. A shutout. Andy Pages knocked in the first run of the game, a single to left, scorched to left field, scoring Freddy Freeman, and Conforto moves on to second. Then Freeman singled to right to score Ohtani. Mookie Betts on to third there. That was in the seventh. A little bit of insurance from Freddie, who was doing it all today, except fielding the ball at first base. What was that? Freddie had an error today. I don't know that I've seen that in a while. Other than they showed the replay of the ball in Colorado, I think it was last year, breaking the webbing on his glove. But it was a bunt single attempt. I don't know if it was a drag or a sacrifice, but it was a bunt attempt to get on base for sure. Yamamoto hopped off the mound, fielded the ball, threw a decent enough strike to first base, a little down and away, but it didn't bounce. Freddie had his glove on it. It just kind of went under the webbing of his glove and he missed it. So that was a little surprising, but not more surprising than the play just prior to that, which almost cost the Dodgers. Really, that was one of the scariest moments other than the end of the game in the ninth inning with the bases loaded there and Yandy at the plate. But that was a scary minute there in the fifth inning for the Dodgers, where there was a slow grounder to first. Freddie fielded it, waiting for Yamamoto to get over there to toss it to him, and Yamamoto was kind of just sauntering over there, and then at the last second realized he had to pick it up, but it was too late at that point, and then he started kind of laughing about it, and you couldn't tell if he was frustrated with himself or what exactly. The emotion right there was probably surprising to him as it was to us. Like, what are you doing? Like, get your ass in gear and get over there. Freddie kind of stared at him and gave him a stink eye a little bit as well. Like, hello, come on, let's go. PFP, you do this stuff all year long. Let's go. Get the first base and get the out, because that's the kind of stuff that turns into runs. Fortunately, for the Dodgers and for Yamamoto, I think it kind of woke him up just a bit, not that he was asleep at that point, but it got him to lock in, and threw a splitter to strike out Lowe, Lowe. I think it's annoying that they have two guys on their team that spell their last name Lowe. One is pronounced Lowe, one is pronounced Low. It's just like, really? Come on. Go to different teams. Or just get together and say, yeah, let's pronounce it Low. It's Low. It's always Low. It's never Low. Or Low should just change the spelling to Lauw or something. Anyway, struck out Low there, and got Diaz to pop up, which was as good as a strikeout to get out of that jam there. So no harm, no foul on not getting over to first base in time for Yamamoto, but it was a bit scary there for sure. Vesia then came in after Yamamoto and looked as dominant as he has over the last 15 games, where he has a .63 ERA and has allowed just one earned run. That dude is absolutely on fire. Love or hate his tight pants, he is dominant on the mound lately. Seventh inning for the Dodgers. Ohtani legs out an infield single where he just nubbed one in front of the catcher and hauled ass down the first baseline and beat it because he's got wheels. Then he stole second. Mookie then walked, and then they ran a double steal, which was really nice to see. Then Freddie singled to right to score Ohtani. Although it was interesting to see when Andy Pajes singled to left and Ohtani was on, or Freddie was on second base. I am frequently critical of Dino Ebel at third base for not sending enough guys. He sent Freddie there, and as Steven Nelson commented, you could kind of see that Freddie was a bit surprised. Oh, we're going? Okay. Because he hasn't legged many out lately. He's been thrown out a few times, including at home plate. So that ball was hit pretty hard to left field, but Dino wound him, sent him, and he scored. It wasn't a close play, and that would be ultimately the game winner for the Dodgers. So all of that worked out well. Exciting play, and you got to give Dino Ebel a tip of the cap for being aggressive in that particular situation. 3-0 the final. Win number 65 for the Dodgers. They're now 65-47, 30-26 on the road, while the Rays fall to 55-58. Winning pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's now 10-7. He went 5 2/3, struck out 6, allowing 5 hits. Here's how the strikeouts went, in case you're wondering: 4-seam, cutter, splitter, slider, splitter. So is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. The splitter was working as it usually is when he has a good outing. I like the fact that he mixed it up. It was, a little bit of everything for him: splitter, cutter, slider, 4-seam. Guy continues to dominate. I wouldn't exactly call this a grandiose presentation of run support, but it was enough for him to get the win. Vesia the hold. Brock Stewart got his first appearance in Dodger blue since returning to the team, and Kasparius earns the save. 3-0 the final. Right back to work tomorrow. The happy plane heading back to LA to face the St. Louis Cardinals starting tomorrow night. So the Dodgers are getting out of Tampa quick, fast, and in a hurry, and they'll be on a happy plane home to LA, which is always nice. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, thank you for your comments. We'll be back tomorrow to break it down for you. Dodgers and Cardinals underway a little after 7 o'clock. Let's get the probables here for you real quick as we head out. Again, first pitch 7:10. Tyler Glasnow versus Sonny Gray. So that'll be a nice matchup on the mound there. Sonny Gray coming in with a 4.38 ERA. Glasnow's ERA is 3.38. So Sonny Gray's always tough for sure. We'll catch you right after, right here on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening wherever you find your podcasts. And as always, appreciate you guys with the comments. Have a good night. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.